days yoga and how yoga in 20 days can change our life, can change our body as well. And when I say our body, it's mean developing mobility. So sometimes as we think only in flexibility when we say yoga, but it's also more about mobility. So sometimes maybe we won't do splits, but definitely we are able to do our shoelaces easier, to fall forward easy without pain. And the other thing is if we are start to suffering from lower back pain, that will help us to extend the muscles in the back, release the muscles of the back, and it's going to give us more mobility. So it's not only to develop flexibility, the benefits of yoga, it's about many things: mobility, well-being for your joints, for your spine, as well as stimulate the endocrine system, the nervous system, and as well for our mind to focus as well, to help us to focus. So let's start. So welcome. And remember, this is every day. Try to do it in 20 days if it's possible, but if not, well, you can just skip some days. So let's start. Let's lie down on our back just to start with the breathing. It's super important that we understand that the breath will help us to slow down the blood circulation, so it's going to relax and calm down the nervous system. But the most important is going to help us when we are stretching to relax the muscles. And the other thing as well, when we need strength, so it will help us to keep contracting the muscles. How far we're going to stretch? It's important to understand that we just stretch as far as we feel comfortable. When the pain starts, it's our moment to stop and maybe slow down and bend the knees, or something that we can adaptate to don't have pain. We never stretch with pain. So let's start. So lie down. You can open your feet wider, drop the feet to the side, and we just observe your breath. Keep your hands on your tummy just to perceive the movement of the tummy. Feel the air in and out through the nose. Relax your shoulders. We try to inhale by expanding our lungs and exhale, contracting our lungs by the rib cage and the diaphragm. Just come back to your normal breath and imagine that you are asleep and you just let your body breathe by itself naturally and organic. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Be aware how is your body, in which areas you might feel some tension. And we try to just breathe and be aware of it. We observe our breath. There is always a little pause between inhalation and exhalation. Observe our body. We might feel tightness in our legs, in our back, in our chest. The awareness of the breath will help us to keep focus in the present moment, which is another thing we're going to learn with yoga. In the part of the mental side, we will really have this focusing and awareness of the present moment. So from here, we're just going to inhale for 4 beats and exhale for 4 beats, just to give a little bit of rhythm to our breath. We try to inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now keep breathing with this length, this rhythm in the breath. Inhale and exhale. You can keep counting in your mind 4 beats if you need it. Just make sure that you have this length. Inhale and exhale. We're going to start first. We're going to stretch our arms backwards, push your heels away. We take a deep breath. Inhale. We does those 4 beats. And exhale. Bend your legs, lift your feet off the ground, hands under the knees. We just rest the hands under the knees and we just hold here. Inhale and exhale. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale, just relax your shoulders again. Let's go for one more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And the last one. And exhale. Release your hands, keep your knees together, hands on your hips or your tummy or on the floor, and we're just gonna make a circle around, maintaining the knees together. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change the direction. We just go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet onto the ground. So at the beginning, it's important to understand the alignment of the hips and the spine, and that will help us for when we are moving forward to more complex poses. So first here, I wanted you to really feel your sharpie part of the hip bones, your crest, and they are facing towards the ceiling. We try to be aware of that all the time because that's going to help us to understand the hips position. Bring your heels close to you, maintain the same with hips, knees, and feet. We're going to inhale and exhale as we press the feet onto the ground and the hands to lift the spine. We feel a nice release. We inhale at the top and exhale. We bring down the spine slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. When the hips reach the ground, you come back to that neutral position that you feel the lower back slightly off the ground. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Come up. Push through your feet. It's important that you press your toes on the ground to engage your lower leg muscles. Inhale at the top and exhale. Release gentle down. Good. Let's go one more time. Inhale, push through your feet. And exhale, make sure that your toes are really pressing the ground. Inhale at the top. And exhale, release down. Great. We lift the feet again off the ground. Use your tummy muscles to pull the knees close to you. Maintain the knees together. And we make a circle around. For 5 again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, change the direction. Just go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, feet onto the ground. Open your arms beside your shoulders, palms facing down. Drop the right knee toes to the right side and let the left leg go as far as you can. Don't force the knee going down. If you keep very high, it's okay. Then let the right leg completely relax. Now we're going to move our face to the opposite direction of the legs. So we move our face towards the left and we hold here. Now try to be aware of your spine. And again, let's go with the breath with those 4 beats. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, and each time we hold a pose, we just try to relax and release with the breath. Inhale and exhale. Just one more. Inhale and exhale. Great. Back to the starting pose. Drop the left leg toes to the left side, and don't worry, the right one don't go too low, as far as you can go. With your face opposite direction, be aware of your body, in which areas you feel tense, tight. Don't try to force, just breathe. Inhale deep and exhale. Let's go for 3. Completely relax your shoulders and exhale. Let's go for 2 and exhale. And just one more and exhale. Back to the starting pose. Release your arms beside your body. Back again, keep the same with hips, knees, and feet. Let's go shoulder bridge. Push through your feet, lift the pelvis and the spine. Inhale and exhale, release down. Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale and exhale down. Again, inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale and exhale down. Great. Now we're gonna lift the right leg up. Don't worry if you have to bend the leg and catch your leg. It's okay. Make a circle around with our foot. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change the direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We flex and point. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna keep the hands on our hips, engage our tummy. Inhale, bring your leg down as far as you can go, just a few inches off the ground. Flex your foot, lift the leg as far as you can, keep the leg straight. Doesn't matter if it bends a little bit, but maintain it straight. Maybe it's a little bit lower, it's okay. Let's go for 9. Inhale, toes pointing away. Exhale, flex your foot, bring your leg back. Let's go for 8 and come back. Let's go for 7, come back. Let's go for 6, up. Let's go 5, up. Let's go 4, up. Let's go 3, up. And 2, up. And the last one, up. We bend the right leg, hands behind the knee. Slide the left foot and extend the left leg. And we're just gonna hold it here for 4 breaths. Inhale deep. Relax your shoulders. Exhale. Pull the knee from your tummy. Again, have the sensation that you are pulling from your tummy. Let's go for 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Just one more. And exhale. Now we bend the left leg. We cross and rest the right thigh on the left, at the top of the left. Lift your left foot. Catch your legs from behind. We just rest here. Try to bring your right foot close to the left leg, and we just hold here for 4 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 3 and exhale. Let's go 2. Relax your shoulders and just one more. We release, bring our feet onto the ground. Let's go with the left leg. We make a rotation around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change the direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex and point. Don't worry, one side is better than the other one. That's normal. Let's go for always our stronger leg or side. Let's go 2 more, everybody. Well done. Hands on your hips. We go inhale, leg go down. Exhale, flex your foot, bring it back again. And we just go for 9. Feeling the mobility in the right, left leg. Let's go for 8. Flex your foot. Let's go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and just one more. Bend the leg, hands behind your knee, extend the right leg on the ground. We hold here for 4. Inhale. Don't raise your shoulders. Try to pull the leg by pulling from your tummy. Let's go for 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 2. You can flex and point your feet anytime. And just one more. Bend the right leg, cross the left leg at the top of the right. With the right foot, hands behind your knees, and if it's possible, bring the left foot close to the right leg. And we hold here for 4. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 3 and exhale. Let's go 2. Just one more. Completely relax. Well done. Now we uncross the legs. Bring your feet together, and we're gonna open our legs to the butterfly. Bring your arms backwards. If it's possible, if your shoulders are a little bit tense or tight, just open your arms again into the big position. So as far as you can, you bring them beside your shoulders, and then you slide them as much as you can go without forcing your shoulders. You can bend the elbows if you need it. We hold here, but we have the sensation to push each other, the feet, We hold for 4 breaths. Inhale deep and exhale. Good. Let's go for 3 and exhale. Doesn't matter if our knees are higher. Let's go 2 and just 1 more. Release, bring your hands under the knees and close your legs. Good, everybody. Now we extend the legs, bring your arms backwards. We take a deep breath. Inhale, flex your feet, and exhale. Now we're gonna bend the legs, lift your feet off the ground, hands under the knees, head off the floor. We're rocking backward and forward to come into the sitting pose. Well done. Now swing with the legs to the side, and we're gonna come onto all fours. I know probably you've been hearing about cat and cat just to release your spine. So we're just gonna place your hands onto the ground and spread the fingers, index fingers pointing forward, and we try to don't let the weight collapse on your wrist. We try to use as well our fingertips so we cannot dig our fingertips onto the ground. We go into cat and cow. So we are gonna inhale, we tuck the pelvis in, chin and chest, curving the spine. And exhale, we move our hips forward, arching our back, lifting our chest. And again, inhale, cat stretch, extending your back. And exhale, arching your back, open your chest. And let's go again, inhale. And exhale, lifting your chest as much as you can, arching your back, keeping your tummy in. Last one, everybody, inhale. And let's go, exhale. Back onto neutral. We keep our hips above the knees. We just move our hands forward to the puppy. And we look to the front and keep the arms straight. Bring the chest down. Keep pressing with your fingertips to don't let the weight collapse. Even if your elbows reach the ground, still you keep your arms straight. Go as far as you can go. Doesn't matter if it's just tiny. Just hold here. We hold for 4 breaths. If you can go lower, it's okay. If your elbows reach the ground, still keeping your arms straight, looking to the front. Let's go for 3 more breaths. Inhale deep and exhale. Let's go 2 and exhale. And just 1 more. And exhale. Well done. Come back again onto all fours. We're sitting back into the child pose, keeping your knees together if it's possible. And here I wanted to, if you don't reach your heels with your bum, then you use your hands to keep pushing the weight backwards and don't let the weight collapse on your head. Okay, try to keep moving your weight backwards, backwards, backwards as much as you can to extend your thighs and your back. We let the head drop, chin and chest if it's possible. Don't worry the head don't reach the ground. You keep moving your weight down towards to your heels. Hold me here for 4 breaths. Inhale deep and exhale. Let's go for 3 and exhale. And 2. Exhale. Just 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Back again onto all fours. Open your knees in the same weight of your hips. Shoulders above your hands. Bring your right hand behind your head. We twist toes to the right side without forcing. We hold in a point that is comfortable for us. We hold for 4. Inhale. And exhale without forcing. Press with your fingertips on the front of your feet. Let's go for 3. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go 2. And just 1 more. Release. It's important that when we are holding a pose, that we are aware that we are not putting tension in other areas of your body because we are forcing the stretch. So don't worry if you don't go too far in the stretch. Listen your body, connect with your breath, and do as far as you don't feel pain or tension in other parts like the upper back and the neck. Now from here, bring your left hand behind, twist toes to the left as far as we can go, and we hold for 4, and exhale. Let's go for 3, and 2, Just one more. And we release. Now we curl the toes under and we push our bum down, but curling the toes under as far as we can go here, just to release our feet. We hold here for 3 breaths. Inhale deep. And exhale. Let's go for 3. I know some of us we're gonna have pain in the toes and the feet. It's okay. Just hold the toes curl under as far as you can go. Let's go one more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Again, remember, if you feel tight, stiff is okay. Okay, give us the opportunity to feel like that and don't push yourself hard. Well done. Now from all fours, everybody, we're gonna curl the toes under. We're gonna lift the knees and with your elbows slightly bent, and we're gonna hold here just for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. High feels. Just to build up strength. Remember, the strength sometimes is hard, but it's good for bones density and muscles density. So again, we're gonna repeat the same, but this time we're gonna push our bum all the way up. We keep our legs bent and we don't have flexibility, because the most important is that you straight your back here at the maximum. So don't worry, your legs are bent. We hold here for 4 breaths. Concentrate on your spine, concentrate on your tailbone coming up towards the ceiling, and slowly bring your heels down. You can extend the legs if you can, but if you can't, no, you feel too much tension, bend the knees. Let's hold here for 2 more breaths. Digging your fingertips onto the ground, really pushing the ground. Take one more deep breath, bend the knees to don't have stress, and release that. Good. We're sitting back, point your toes away. We're sitting back, child pose, extending our arms, pushing our weight down onto our heels. And we hold here for 2 more breaths. Inhale deep, and exhale. Just one more. And exhale. Good, everybody. Now from all fours, we're gonna curl the toes under, back again to the downward dog. We're gonna repeat this pose a lot of times during these 20 days. So let's go, just get familiar. Again, if my legs cannot be straight and my heels on the ground, I can bend the knees, lift the heels. It's important that we don't have pain. We take 1 deep breath, extending our arms. Inhale and exhale. Now we look to the front, we walk forward. We release our hands to go all the way forward. Bend the knees here. Don't worry, we don't have full flexibility. That's why we are starting this program. Inhale and exhale. Roll up the spine all the way. And the head is the last thing to come. Roll me your shoulders backwards for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go into the chair pose. So the chair pose is important that we don't lean as a squat. So we bend the knees, maintaining our shoulders above the hips. So it's gonna be very little bending of the legs. Ready? Bend your knees, shoulders above your hips. Feel the mobility and the release in the ankles, which is the most important. Bring your arms up. If it's possible, palms together. We're reaching up. We lift the chest a little bit, and we just hold here for 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 2. Watch just gently towards the ceiling. And 1 more. Now we extend the legs, hands on our hips. We're gonna lift the right heel and press your toes against the floor. Good. Now we change. We try to wake up that mobility in our feet, because sometimes we just concentrate on our hamstrings or our thighs or our big areas of the body, and sometimes the feet are really tense. So let's go one more time. Take a deep breath and release. And just 1 more. And release. Back again to the chair pose. Arms come up, palms together, lift your chest. We take a deep breath here. Inhale, exhale, and we extend our legs. Now we drop our hands middle of the chest. We lean forward. We can bend the knees to give us stability, and we go all the way forward, bending the knees. We hold here for 4 breaths. Inhale, and we can bend the knees to don't have tension. Let's go for 3, 2. Let the hands drop with your palms facing up, or you prefer your palms facing down. At the beginning, just concentrate, breathe, relax your body. Inhale and exhale, roll up. Good. Roll your shoulders backwards. Fantastic. Let's go just one more time, okay? Arms come up. If you cannot bring your arms too much backwards so you cannot straighten them, bring them a little bit forward. Bend your knees, lift your chest. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Now from here, drop your hands middle of the chest and we go all the way forward bend. Bend the knees, let the torso drop. Again, you can keep your fingertips, your palms, or you can keep the top of the hands on the floor. We hold here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, and just one more. Inhale and exhale, roll up the spine. Roll your shoulders backwards. Great, everybody. And today we're going to stop here because I just wanted to just start to understand certain exercises of yoga and then we'll link them together. Okay, so just to end, we're going to bring our arms up, inhale, and we're going to drop them with strength. Exhale into your mouth and saying the syllable ha. Ready? Inhale, arms up. Exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Thank you for joining us. Yoga is to support you in this moment in your life. This is so special, but there are many changes in your body. So this is helping you to release your muscles, keeps strength and mobility in your body. But the most important, release stress, calm you down, take a little time for yourself. So whenever you are ready, we're gonna start. Make sure that you find a corner that is your corner that you do yoga, that you feel comfy. So make sure that you have your candle there, your incense, or you prefer aromatherapy. I have this electrical diffuser, which is great. Something to really make you feel calm. And the aromatherapy is great to relax us as well. We're gonna use our cushions. If you have a yoga bolster, fantastic, because that will give you a lot of support when we are sitting against the wall. If for you is not comfy this position, you can always sit down on a chair. Okay, so we're gonna sit down. So make sure that you put your cushions on the floor. Make you extra stretch in your back, extra support. Sorry, on your back. Again, if you feel not comfy this, you can always place some pillows under your knees or just sit down on a chair. So we're gonna just relax here. And again, the most important at the moment is to understand what is happening in our body. Understand that there are many changes and also that you are creating a baby. So that's mean you need to be calm, peaceful, no matter what is outside, no matter what is happening around you. You keep this kind of little bubble magnetic field around yourself and your baby. Give it these moments for yourself and your baby to just go through the process in peace, in harmony. I know it's very difficult to completely disconnect from the outward and sometimes the problems you have around, but remember it's just a few months. Then after you come back strong to whatever you need to deal with. But at the moment, the only important here is you and your baby. So let's start. So for you, you're gonna put all the time your hands on your belly. Okay, that's gonna give you a nice connection. Okay, so keep your hands on your belly and really connect with your baby. With the breath, what we are gonna do with the exercises is to help us to calm down the nervous system by slowing down your blood circulation, by slowing down your breath. Okay, so it's very simple. So we're just gonna hold our belly, feel that connection with your baby. Relax your shoulder, relax your face. Take a deep breath and exhale. Good. Now raise one hand and we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale as you blow into your hand. Well done. Let's keep going for a couple of times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. And one more, inhale and exhale. Great. Now we're going to put a rhythm in the breath so it will help us to concentrate on our breath, to relax us, but also to slow down the breath. So we're going to inhale for 4 beats and you're going to blow for 4 beats. Ready? So let's take a breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Blow, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Blow, 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4. And blow, 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4. And blow, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. So always we're going to have that sensation of blow and release. This is going to be when we have more tension. We can use our throat and our mouth, we can exhale through the mouth to help us to release more tension. Now at the moment, depends in which time of the pregnancy you are, but after your 3rd month, you really need to do a specific class of pregnancy. So if your belly is small or big, it doesn't matter. But when your belly is growing, you will start to feel more pressure in your lungs and it's going to be more difficult for you to breathe. So in the next exercise, we're going to do the same. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. But instead to normally we're feeling the expansion at the front of the lungs, we're going to try to move that expansion at the back muscles. So when we are inhaling, concentrate that your back expand backwards, and it helps us to give us some room to the lungs backwards. So let's take a couple of breaths. So you can close your eyes this time. Inhale through your nose and feel how the back expand and exhale, blow in, and again inhale and exhale. Let's go again, but this time we're gonna do again 4 beats inhale, 4 beats blowing. Let's go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, blow. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and blow, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and blow, 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Feeling your back muscles. And in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. How do you feel? So again, feel that sensation of expanding backwards. That will give you more room because at the moment you might feel the compression in your lungs. Well done, everybody. So this is one deep breath that is going to help us to calm us down. So any moment that you feel under stress, any day, any time, count 4 beats in, blow 4 beats. And repeat this 4 times. See how you feel. At the moment you already focus on your breath, so you feel more relaxed. Fantastic. So now we're gonna do the same sensation of blowing through, exhaling through your mouth, but this time we're gonna contract our throat with the sensation of fogging a glass. So before we were doing blowing, and this part is like a fogging. So we're gonna use the throat, okay? You're gonna feel a little bit of pressure in your tummy because it's your abdominals who are controlling the diaphragm. So let's take a breath, okay? So let's start. Inhale, exhale like you want to fog a glass. And make that sound. Again, inhale, exhale. One more.
Great. Now let's go 4 and 4. Ready? Take a deep breath to prepare. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And in. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. And in. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. Fantastic, everybody. Well done. So today we're gonna concentrate in exhaling through our mouth. Then after we're gonna inhale and exhale through your nose. But for this is our first class. Let's try. So when we exhale, we're gonna exhale through your mouth, blowing or fogging. Are you ready? So let's start. We're gonna move our arms, bend your elbows, and we're gonna go inhale. Elbows come moved closer, exhale, open up. Whatever of the two you prefer, or blowing or fogging, whatever you choose. Try both, okay? Let's go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, try the foggy as well. And one more. Well done. Move your hands on your tummy. Now, having that sensation of fogging a glass, we're gonna do it, but we're gonna keep our mouth closed. Are you ready? Now, from here, we're gonna move our hands up, facing towards the ceiling. You can be sitting on a chair, remember, no problem. We're gonna go inhale, arms up. Turn your palms, exhale like you want to fog a glass, but with the mouth closed. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, so you feel the contraction in your throat in that exhalation. And again, inhale and exhale. Fantastic. Roll your shoulders backwards, back to your normal breathing. Great. We are connecting your breath with the movement. Now we're gonna move our hands onto the knees, and we're just gonna inhale as we move forward. Exhale with that sensation of blowing a glass, but with the mouth closed. And we're gonna exhale moving backwards, just very gently. Ready? Let's go. Inhale forward. Exhale backwards. Great. Let's go. 4, 7, and backwards, just to mobilize and strengthen your pelvic floor. Forward inhale and backwards. Well done. Let's go for 5. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 4 and exhale. Let's go for 3 and exhale. Let's go 2. Exhale. And just one more. And exhale. Now we're gonna do it sideways. Towards the right, as far as you can go, towards the left. And you can go when you are going sideways, you can give a little bit of wave until the neck and the back. Yeah? Let's keep going, okay? Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Feel the movement in your ribs. You can always move your hands on your hips and feel how the hips is moving. Let's go for 4. Or you can keep your hands on your knees. Well done. Let's go for 3. Sideways. Let's go 2. Sideways. Let's go one more. And sideways. Great. Now back to center, and we're gonna do the two movements together. Towards the side, forward, other side, back to center, so we can move in circle. Ready? Every time we're gonna change the direction. So let's go other side, forward, other side, center. Inhale. Exhale all the way. If you feel more comfy, blow in through your mouth, exhale into your mouth. It's okay. And backwards. If not, keep your mouth closed as you exhale, and then the sensation of you are fogging a glass. And again, other side, releasing, and just one more. Let's go towards to the right side and towards to your left. How do you feel that? Fantastic. Now slowly move your legs at the front. Hold the back of the knees at the front of your legs, and we're just gonna lean forward, drop your head, chin and chest. We hold here for 4 deep breaths. Inhale. You can do it as well on a chair. You are sitting on a chair. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Let's go 2. Exhale. And just one more. And exhale. Raise your head. And we're gonna move on to all fours. So completely move on to all fours. Now here, we're gonna try to use our hands in the way that we don't let the weight collapse on your wrist, okay? So we're gonna point the index fingers forward, spread your fingers, and we're gonna press as well with our fingertips. Now from here, I know that we're used to do cat and cow, but we're gonna focus more in cat, so you can stretch more your back muscles, because at the beginning, it's already slightly arching your back. So let's go. Inhale, we tuck the pelvis in, chin and chest, and we just press our hands down, pressing with your fingertips. Hold me here for 4 breaths. Feel the curving of the spine. Inhale deep and exhale. Go as far as you don't feel too much pressure in your tummy. Let's go for 3, 2, and just one more. Now back onto neutral. And from here, we're gonna slide the right knee backwards, lift the right knee. We're gonna inhale, curve your back, and drag the leg in. Exhale, move your leg as far as you can lift, and we keep going. Inhale in, exhale out. Let's go. In and out. In and out. Let's go for 4 more. In, you can drop the head as well to release your neck, but then after back onto neutral. Let's go for 3 and extend. Let's go for 2, extend, and just one more. This time, drop your foot. We slide backwards to stretch our back leg. We just hold here for 4 breaths. Inhale. You can drop the knee if you feel more comfy, or you can keep your knee off. Let's go for 4. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 3 and exhale. Let's go 2, exhale, and just one more. And release. We move back again onto all fours, and let's repeat other leg. Inhale, left knee in, exhale, move away. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's go 4. Exhale. Let's go 3. Exhale. And 2. Exhale. And just one more. Exhale. Slide the foot backwards. And remember that we have the 3 different breaths to use it. You can exhale by blowing, exhale by fogging, or exhale like a fogging but with your mouth closed. Keep the knee up if it feels comfy, and we hold here 4 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Here already we're arching our back, so that's why we won't force too much into doing back bends. We're gonna do more releasing your lower back. 2 more breaths, everybody. Inhale Exhale. And just one more. Back again onto all fours. This time we open our knees wider, your big toes together, and we just sitting back, child pose, keeping your elbows on the ground just to support you and keep pushing your way backwards. We hold here 4 deep breaths. Remember, don't go a little bit less than your normal stretch. Inhale deep and exhale. Let's go for 3 and exhale. And let's go 2, exhale, and one more, and exhale. Slowly move back again onto all fours. Now from all fours, we're gonna curl the toes under and we push our hands to go onto downward dog to release your lower back. Now bend slightly your knees so you don't feel too much stress in your legs, but if it's comfy, you can extend your legs. We hold for 4. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 3 and exhale. Let's go 2, exhale, and just one more. Slowly drop your knees back on the ground. Curl the toes under if it's possible. Sit on your heels. If you cannot sit on your heels, you can always put your hands on the floor. Or if you feel it's too much for your toes, you point them away. Okay? But try to use the toes so then you can release your heels. I'm gonna turn to this side. So from here, lift your left arm and we're just gonna stretch towards your right side. We hold here. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Let's go for 3, 2, and just one more. Release. We go other side. And we hold for 4 and 3, 2, and just one more. And we release. We back again onto all fours. This time we're gonna lift the knee a little bit off the ground and we're just gonna open the knee to the side. Okay, we're just gonna go for 8. Inhale in. Let's go 7 in. Let's go 6 in. Let's go 5 in. Engage your tummy, press your fingertips on the ground. Let's go 4 and 3, 2, and one more. We swap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now again, open your knees, big toes together, sitting back, extended child pose. Today our class is a little bit longer because I took a lot more time in the breathing, which is really important for you. It's really important in this moment for you. Ready, everybody? Relax here. You can keep one fist at the top of the other one to rest your head if you feel more comfy, or just hold hands on the ground. Inhale deep, everybody, and exhale. Let's go. Inhale, exhale, as far as you can go down towards your heels. Let's go 2 and one more. Slowly back onto all fours. From all fours back again onto high plank and then downward dog by pressing your hands. Now here you can bend your knees just to stretch your back, or you can keep your legs straight, whatever you feel comfy. We hold for 4. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 3 and exhale. Let's go 2 and exhale. And just one more. Drop your knees back onto the ground. This time toes pointing away. We try to sit backwards if it's possible. If it's possible, you're gonna move your fists onto the ground and we're gonna lift the pelvis and we're gonna open our chest and stretch our thighs. If it's not comfy for you, you just go as far as you can go. In case that your bum cannot go down, just as far as you can go. Or if you have yoga blocks, you can use your yoga blocks. So let's go here, everybody. 4 deep breaths. Open your chest. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 3, 2, and just one more. Great, everybody. We open our knees again, big toes together, and we just rest here. Child pose. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 3 and exhale. Let's go 2 and exhale. And just one. Raise your torso. How are you? Okay? Remember that this is a course for you. So it's gonna be 4-week course or 4-day course that you can repeat it if you want anytime. But even like when you put the 4 classes together, you can have a big long class, or you can just go one by one, or you can do it every day. Like at these exercises or this class, you can make it every day. So tomorrow you go again, and you will feel more benefits from yoga. So we're gonna end with a little relaxation. So we're gonna sit down again against the wall. But if you don't feel comfy sitting on the ground, we're gonna sit down on a chair. You can keep your legs crossed or just your legs at the front, wherever is comfy for you. Okay? So we close our eyes, moving your hands on your tummy, back to your breath. Remember your breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's go the counting. We're gonna inhale for 4, exhale for 4. Choose whatever of the ones we did. Blowing, fogging, or fogging with the mouth closed. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. Back to your normal breathing. Inhale and exhale to your nose. Feel the natural breathing, but feel that the lungs are expanding backwards. Visualize your whole body covered with a white energy, like a magnetic field. A white energy full of love, health, harmony, peace, strength. And that white energy is around you, protecting you and your baby. And keeping your hands on your tummy, we're gonna say a little mantra. We are safe. You tell to your baby, we are safe. We are together. We are in peace. And feel your breath. If something in your mind came, something disturbed you, something that put you under pressure, just take a long breath, count the 4 beats, and then repeat, we are safe. Slowly, everybody, open your eyes. Now we're gonna move our hands in prayer position. We're gonna inhale, move the arms up. Exhale through your mouth, arms down. With a sensation of fogging a glass or blowing, whatever of the two. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Hands back, braid position. Namaste. Thank you for joining us. And if you have any question, let us know in the comments, and we'll see you for the next class.
You are very welcome to this Yin Yoga class. This class is themed around the seasons of life. I was just thinking to myself, if we have Yin Yoga poses that kind of represent every stage of our lives, from childhood to our teenage years, into our midlife, into our elder years, and then we're all familiar with that pose that actually represents death, which is corpse pose. And we don't have to think of it as dying in its final sense, but rather just getting onto the mat in that corpse position. And when we do that, we're really just giving ourselves time to let something die that we don't want to bring with us anymore. And then when we finish our yoga practice and when we get up off of the mat, we have made some space for something new to be born. So I just thought it would be kind of fun or interesting to take ourselves from our childhood stage all the way to corpse pose with this Yin Yoga routine. You will need some yoga blocks for this routine. As we go to those elder years, we will need some support, and we'll do some supported Yin Yoga poses. So grab a yoga block or two if you have them. And when you're ready, we're going to begin with Child's Pose. So you can come into whichever version of Child's Pose works best for you. Child's Pose is a little bit of a mistranslation from Sanskrit. A more appropriate word for Child's Pose is actually embryo pose. So you can take yourself all the way back into the womb. Start to feel yourself just floating, completely supported by the space around you. Feeling very safe and protected. And just let something go here. Maybe the tension in your jaw, the tightness of your shoulders. Relax your facial muscles. And bring some awareness to your breath. You don't have to control anything. Your body is naturally breathing in and out at the pace that it needs to. We'll stay here in Balasana, Child's Pose or embryo pose, for 5 minutes in total. So really give yourself time to drop in, to relax. And remember, you don't even know the world yet. So there's really nothing to think about right now. All you have to do is be. And I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Take about 3 more big, nourishing breaths. Taking in all the love from the space around you. When you're ready, you can slowly push yourself away from the ground. And then eventually you can make your way down to lie on your back. Our next pose is happy baby pose. So you can bring your knees towards your chest, make them wider than your body. Bring your arms into the middle of your legs, and then either come to hold your ankles or your shins, or the outside or the inside of your feet. Feet are parallel to the ceiling here if they can be. And since you're in your baby state of mind, you might allow yourself just to rock and sway and play here. Remembering that there's not a care in the world for you. You can just become very curious about your body, looking for those little subtle but very interesting sensations that you're feeling. And eventually, when you feel as though you're ready to settle, you might just find some stillness within happy baby pose. And we'll stay here for 3 minutes. You might feel some opposing energy within this pose. Your feet are trying to touch the sky, but your hands are gently pulling them back down to the earth. Becoming really interested in your breath as well here. Noticing how each inhale expands your belly and each exhale gently deflates your body. Take 3 more big nourishing breaths. When you're ready to release the pose, you can bring your legs back down onto the ground. Maybe sending them long for a moment. And just taking a little baby snooze here. You can gently wake yourself up now. Maybe taking a full body stretch by extending your arms up past your head. Reaching your toes as far away from your fingers as you can. And then releasing everything. We'll make our way into a crawling position, so you can come onto all fours. And just keeping your knees below your hips, your wrists below your shoulders. And we'll start to explore a little bit of movement in the body by doing some cat and cows. As you inhale, point your tailbone up, drop your belly, bring your chest forward and look up. Exhale, point your tailbone down, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest and drop your head. And keep going at your own pace, following each inhale up into cow pose and each exhale into cat. And this is the first time within this practice that we're really exploring movement in the body. So try to keep that curiosity. Really notice and wonder about every sensation and movement that your body is making. You can stay with cat and cow, or if you want to get some different movement into your spine, you might just swish a little bit, bringing your hips over to one side and then looking back over your shoulder on the same side. And now we have to explore the phenomenon of balance. So to do that, you can extend your right leg back behind you, pressing that heel all the way back. And then find something to focus your vision on. When you're ready, extend your left arm out in front of you, pushing those left fingernails as far away as you can get them. And just notice how your body is always finding that center of balance. And if you deviate away from it slightly, it is always there to pull you back to it. And if you fall, that's okay. Just come back up. We'll take 3 more breaths here. You can drop your hand and knee back down. We'll repeat on the other side, extending the left leg back, reaching the right arm in front. Body is really long here. Take 2 more breaths. And let's come back down to the mat. You might just sit for a moment, resting your wrists. And now that we have found some movement and balance, we might be feeling quite playful. We might have lots of energy. And I thought a pose that really represents this is Anahatasana, or puppy pose. You're making the shape that a dog or a cat does before they're about to pounce and go play with something that they've found. So when you're ready, we'll come into Anahatasana. Knees are back in underneath the hips. Hands extend towards the front of the mat, and then the chest and forehead drops down. Point your seat bones up towards the sky. And just imagine a playful young creature or human holding all this potential energy within the pose and just feeling very playful and silly. We'll stay here for 3 minutes in total. If it feels okay for you for the last few breaths, you might just shake your imaginary tail the same way a puppy does in this pose. It's moving very subtly and gently to begin. But mostly here, just making that playful energy, remembering that it's always within you and you can always come back to it. And we'll take 3 more big breaths. When you're ready to come out of puppy, you can very slowly reverse. Eventually just finding a seat on the mat for a moment. Maybe feeling this new, vibrant energy within you. Now it's time for our puppy to grow up into a dog. So let's come into downward facing dog. Bringing the hands towards the front of the mat, curling the toes, dragging your hips up and back behind you. And take some time here to paddle your feet, stretch your legs, sway your hips. From here we'll come into dragon pose by stepping the right foot forward in between the hands, dropping the back knee down. Your back knee determines how deep you go into this pose. And if you want some extra support, you can have yoga blocks underneath your hands. So we'll stay here in baby dragon for a few breaths. Really just dropping in and noticing how the body is responding to the pose. We've reached that stage now where maybe we have to start being a little bit stronger. We have to uncover our capacity for endurance, and maybe we have to learn how to commit. So I feel that dragon pose is a nice pose to represent all of those lessons that we have to learn in maybe our teenage years and our youth. So you might be happy to stay here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. You can go deeper again by bringing your forearms onto the mat if that works for you. And we're going to stay here for 4 minutes in total. So feel free to fidget and wiggle, but then really try to commit to the stillness of this pose. With the exception, of course, if you are feeling any pain, then please come out of the pose. The one thing that I really love about yin yoga is that it really teaches us the value in staying and committing to something. Because while it can be really frustrating, really boring to hold a pose, once you come out of it, there is a really great sense of achievement and satisfaction, and you are teaching yourself that you can do hard things and you can commit to things when you try to. So with that being said, let's just drop into the pose. Find your breath. Find all of the sensations within your body. And then I'll let you know when it's time to release. If you have your right foot to the outside of your right hand, there's a little option here to take a spinal twist, bringing your right hand up onto your right thigh. First locating the very tip of your tailbone, and then starting to rotate just one vertebrae at a time over to the right, until maybe eventually you can look up to the sky. And take 3 breaths here. And when you're ready, you can come back to center. And we'll very slowly make our way back into downward facing dog. And now we'll repeat on the other side, stepping the left foot forward in between the hands, finding our appropriate baby dragon, and just taking a few breaths here. And if you wish to go a little bit deeper, you can step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. And we'll stay here for 4 minutes. You might feel your arms getting stronger here, holding you up. And you also might notice how you have that little bit more of a grasp on your thoughts. As they come in, you're building that strength and power to just say no. I'm not going to engage in that right now. You're learning to just focus on you, on your body, and on your needs. 2 more big breaths here. And now option to maybe bring that left hand onto the left knee. Locate your tailbone and then slowly turn one vertebrae at a time to the left. Maybe looking up to the sky. When you're ready, you can come back down and make your way to downward dog. Releasing everything you've practiced. Now you can start to walk your feet towards your hands. Have your feet about hip width distance apart. And here we'll find dangling pose. So you can keep a bend in your knees. Grab opposite elbows. For more support, you can rest your elbows onto your thighs. Or to go that little bit deeper, you can just let your elbows and your head hang. And we're going to stay here for 3 minutes in total. And I felt that the only standing yin yoga pose is a good one to just represent maybe reaching adulthood. So you can stand here nice and strong and proud, trying not to fidget too much. And just reflecting and feeling all that you feel. You might bring a little bit of awareness into the soles of your feet and just feel them flat against the earth, really firmly connected. Helping you to make your mark on the earth. Take 3 more big breaths here. And when you're ready to come back down, you can find a seat on your mat. Pausing when you're there to just feel everything that you're feeling. really starting to root yourself to the earth here. Feeling your seat bones pressing down, your spine growing taller. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes again. Our next pose is shoelace pose. So we have lots of options for this pose, and you can always sit on a cushion or a yoga block if you need to. We'll start by stretching the legs out in front of us. You can bring your right foot to the outside of your left hip, and you can stay here in half shoelace, or you can come into the full shoelace by bending your other knee. And again, making sure you're still rooted to the earth, you're not sitting on your feet. Starting to kind of build those foundations, put them down. Lengthen up through your spine. And we'll just stay here to let our hips adjust to this new position. Now from here we'll come into a shoelace twist. So you can bring your right hand back behind you and hook a straight left arm to this top knee. Inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale to very slowly rotate towards the right. I felt we couldn't have a yoga sequence that represents life without throwing in some twists and bends, because that is inevitable. So representing those curveballs that life throws at us, but remembering that we can always stay rooted within ourselves. We can always have that foundation of our own being, just to help us not get carried too much off course. And we'll stay here for a few more breaths. When you're ready, you can come back to center. Take a moment to let all the vertebrae just roll back into place. And we'll take another little bend here, this time by bringing the right hand to the mat beside us and rainbowing the left arm all the way across. Keeping that left seat bone rooted to the earth, maybe looking up. And again, just remembering that even if we are not going the way that we expected to be going, I do believe that we are always where we're meant to be. When you're ready, you can come back to center. And again, just pause there, letting everything settle back into place. We'll stay here in shoelace for 1 more minute. When you're ready to come back, you can unravel everything. Slowly stretching the legs out long in front of you. And then just doing whatever you need to do to release the pose. Option here to do some windshield wipers. Now we'll repeat shoelace. So when you're ready, you can bring your feet in front of you. This time bring your left foot to the outside of your right hip. And you can stay there or you can come into full shoelace. And then on this side, we are establishing that foundation once again, rooting into the earth. Just as you feel everything is settling into place, here comes a twist. So let's bring the left hand behind us, right arm hooks to the knee. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to rotate slowly to the left. Keeping yourself rooted to the foundation of your hips and of that being down right in the center of your body. You can come back to center, pausing when you're there. This time your left hand can come to the left, rainbow your right arm across. Keep that right seat bone firmly pressing into the ground. we'll make our way back to our center now, back to our foundation, and we'll stay here for the next minute. Take about 3 more breaths here in your quiet sanctuary. And as you're ready, you can release the pose. Again, doing whatever you need to do to release your hips and your legs. I really enjoy that sequence just to remind us that no matter what way we get twisted and pulled throughout life, we always have our own sanctuary within us to come back to, which is a place where we are always grounded and safe and secure. And I really appreciate yoga for helping us to foster that sense of foundation, even when life is crazy and not so enjoyable. You can always enjoy that something within yourself that you create through your yoga practice. And once you feel satisfied that you have released everything, you can come down to lie on your back and just keep your yoga blocks somewhere nearby where you can grab them. Starting to slow down and lie down. Now we'll come into supported fish pose. So you can take a yoga block and place it on the mat behind you. You might have a second yoga block or a cushion to rest your head on. And then we want to come back down onto it, roughly aligning the edge of the block to the bottom of the shoulder blades. And then carefully you can either bring the crown of your head to the mat, or you can rest your head on something else. start to feel gravity gently draping your body over the block, helping you to let go, relax. Feel that opening around your heart space and your throat. We'll stay here for 3 minutes. When you're ready to release fish pose, you can very slowly lift your head again, propping yourself onto your elbows, removing your block, and then rolling back to the earth. Noticing the effects of the pose here. You can bring yourself back, just making those little movements again. And now we'll come into supported fish pose. So you can bend your knees, bringing the soles of your feet onto the ground. Lift your hips and place a yoga block in underneath your tailbone, or really whatever position underneath your back feels most comfortable. You might just stay here and see how the body is reacting to this block. And if you decide that you would like to go that little bit deeper, you can place a second block underneath, or maybe just change the setting of your one block so it's a little bit taller. We'll stay for 5 minutes in bridge pose, really allowing everything to slow down and relax. You can find that position for your feet which feels best for you. And again, just remembering that they are very firmly planted on the earth. We'll start to come out of the pose very slowly, maybe just removing one block at a time. Eventually, roll your spine back to the ground. You might release your hips and lower back with some windshield wipers. When you're ready, you can unfurl out into corpse pose. Allowing your body to take up lots of space. All of your limbs feeling long. Notice all of the parts of your body that are connected to the earth. Your heels, your calves, your hips, the backs of your shoulders, parts of your arms, the back of your hands, and the back of your head. Feel your body growing heavier and heavier. Relax everything. We have arrived into corpse pose. I spoke a little at the beginning of the class about how every time we come into corpse pose, we're letting go of something, letting something die. And you don't have to think about what that is. You don't have to decide what it is. It all happens in the subconscious. So here you just have to rest. Just be. Try to let your brain be quiet. Encourage your mind to be quiet, your body to be relaxed. We'll stay here for 3 more minutes. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. When it's time for that rebirth or renewal to start. You can stay here for longer if you wish, but if you're ready to come back, you can make some small movements. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Comments and feedback are welcome below if there's anything that you think would also represent those seasons of life, whatever poses they might be. Please feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear your interpretation as well. And for now, you can roll over onto your right side. Maybe finding a little fetal position for a few breaths. And then you can slowly push yourself back up into a seat on your mat. And every time we come out of corpse pose, out of that death, we have been reborn.
20 days yoga and how yoga in 20 days can change our life, can change our body as well. And when I say our body, it's mean developing mobility. So sometimes as we think only in flexibility when we say yoga, but it's also more about mobility. So sometimes maybe we won't do splits, but definitely we are able to do our shoelaces easier, to fall forward easy without pain. And the other thing is if we are start to suffering from lower back pain, that will help us to extend the muscles in the back, release the muscles of the back, and it's going to give us more mobility. So it's not only to develop flexibility, the benefits of yoga, it's about many things: mobility, well-being for your joints, for your spine, as well as stimulate the endocrine system, the nervous system, and as well for our mind to focus as well, to help us to focus. So let's start. So welcome. And remember, this is every day. Try to do it in 20 days if it's possible, but if not, well, you can just skip some days. So let's start. Let's lie down on our back just to start with the breathing. It's super important that we understand that the breath will help us to slow down the blood circulation, so it's going to relax and calm down the nervous system. But the most important is going to help us when we are stretching to relax the muscles. And the other thing as well, when we need strength, so it will help us to keep contracting the muscles. How far we're going to stretch? It's important to understand that we just stretch as far as we feel comfortable. When the pain starts, it's our moment to stop and maybe slow down and bend the knees or something that we can adaptate to don't have pain. We never stretch with pain. So let's start. So lie down. You can open your feet wider, drop the feet to the side, and we just observe your breath. Keep your hands on your tummy just to perceive the movement of the tummy. Feel the air in and out through the nose. Relax your shoulders. We try to inhale by expanding our lungs and exhale, contracting our lungs by the rib cage and the diaphragm. Just come back to your normal breath and imagine that you are asleep